What up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the chinnest. Happy 4th of July, everyone. It is Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. I have my haul here of 26 with 21 different titles. I have read through this stack. Starting off on the DC side, we have Batman number 50. So after a long time of all this hype and a lot of marketing put out by DC, we finally have The Wedding. This is 2 cover A's, picked up just 1 extra copy of cover A. I think I have some cover B's coming in from Midtown. So overall, I would say similar to the X-Men Wedding with Shadowcat and Shadow Kitty and Colossus. I really felt that this was a disappointment, in my opinion. Really more of a, reminiscing of, really more current storylines than anything else. Kind of going up back to Rooftop, some artwork that kind of transpired here recently. Just overall, I won't really give away what happens, but overall, just really disappointment, coming from my opinion. Pretty good artwork, from time to time, but yeah, just a disappointment overall. So if y'all picked it up, please comment below. What did y'all think about Batman The Wedding? Alright, so following that hype, we have Catwoman number 1, her new series coming out. So overall, really picked this one up just for the Art Germ cover, man. Time to time, Art Germ just really knocks it out of the park. So I felt that this was really one of them, in my opinion. So yeah, really enjoyed the cover. Reading through the storyline, I've never really been a Catwoman fan, to tell you the truth. But I really read everything open-minded, and, this storyline overall, did not really capture it for me. Artwork was just, mediocre at best, but the storyline just, really wasn't really there for me. So by no means would I be subscribing to this one, or really look to even pick up a number 2. But really enjoy the cover art by Art Germ nonetheless. Alright, next up from DC, we have the Man of Steel. So this one finally concludes the part 6 of 6 by Bendis. I felt the storyline here was very, very decent in my opinion. So the artwork kind of shifted back and forth. So this, what is his name? Jason Fabok? Artwork in here, his artwork I thought was, man, stupendous. Really felt, really Jim Lee-esque, as I said in some of the previous issues that I saw his artwork in. But, man, as far as the superhero genre, man, really give this one like a, 4.25, really like his artwork. So, yeah, this really concludes the fight between Rogozar and Superman. Great fight overall, but the way they kind of tie it up at the very end, yeah, a little bit lackluster, I would say. But overall, great storyline nonetheless, and you clearly tell this is kind of going to go forward. Won't give away the end, but they kind of tell you that this kind of concludes or continues on in Action Comics number 101 and Superman number 1, the new ongoing series, which I think comes out next week if I recall that one correctly. So yeah, Superman Man of Steel, check it out in trade. I thought it was a pretty good storyline. Alright, next up from DC we have Justice League. So last issue, number 2, was the first appearance of, the Ultraviolet color, or I guess Lantern Corps. They introduced a brand new color. They kind of go back and, not really a retcon, they kind of explain that it was there, it was known, all these light colors came out, like 7 colors came out over the past, I don't know, decade or so by Jeff Johns. They're like, how did we not know about this one other color? But they kind of explain, that Sinestro always knew about it. Apparently he was an archaeologist, and he, found it before he even became a Green Lantern. So yeah, pretty cool storyline overall. Very great artwork. I really feel this artwork that Justice League has now, maybe like a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. Man, really good stuff. So yeah, if you've been a fan of Justice League, but that last series that came out was not, didn't really do it for you, check out this new series, man. Great stuff. Yeah, Justice League number 3. Alright, moving on to Deathstroke. So, great storyline overall. So, just as the cover kind of tells you that, there's a, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say trickery, but, some DNA tests goes back to where, Deathstroke is actually Damian's father instead of Bruce Wayne's. So this one doesn't really give away too much, reveal in regard to that storyline, but really more of like an outing between Deathstroke and Damian. Pretty cool banter between the two of them, but nothing really going back to who is Damian's father. But pretty cool adventure between the two in this one issue nonetheless. So yeah, Deathstroke. Alright, moving into the Marvel side of things. So Cosmic Ghost Rider by Donny Cates. Of course, Donny Cates is completely on fire. I really enjoy his writing. I was able to pick up 2 of the incentive variants that came out. So this one is by Stephanie Hans. Yeah, Stephanie Hans. Enjoy it. So yeah, I was able to pick up 2 of those at my first LCS. They charge just cover price on that one. So yeah, great stuff. So moving on, I really enjoyed the storyline overall. If you were a fan of the Cosmic Ghost Rider that appeared in the Thanos, you will love this one. Really just kind of continues on. Really felt the artwork, went along with the feel of the storyline. So it's Frank Castle, as you revealed back in that Thanos storyline, who actually becomes the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So this is kind of like a quick history of what he kind of goes through. And it actually goes into the Thanos storyline as well that just recently concluded. So yeah, very good stuff. Again, if you were a fan of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, that introduction that he had, if you're a fan of that, I would highly suggest to pick this one up. If you're a Donny Cates fan, really pick up at least the #1 to see what you think. If you're going to pick up going forward or not. I'm kind of on the fence, to tell you the truth. I enjoyed the storyline overall. This may just be another one that I pick up in trade, because I've enjoyed all Donny Cates so far. I may pick up at #2, but I'm really thinking picking this one in trade, to tell you the truth. So yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Right, Captain America #1. So another cover by Alex Ross. This was a wraparound cover. So really enjoy those wraparounds, man. So overall, I would say, this was a pretty cool issue, standalone. If you're a Captain America fan, I feel that you would enjoy this one. The artwork was a huge improvement over that last run, between, what was it, like 695 to 701. Did not enjoy that artwork whatsoever. This artwork, however, man, great stuff. Good stuff. So overall, not enough for me to want to pick up an ongoing subscription to Captain America, to tell you the truth. However, I felt it was a pretty decent Captain America storyline, nonetheless. So if you're into it, pick it up. This also has some remnants of the Secret Empire storyline. So, if you enjoyed that, pick this one up. I know that one was not really enjoyed by many people, but pretty good storyline overall. Just not enough for me to pick up #2. Star Wars. Alright, so #50, another #50 that came out this week. This one kind of jumps into the last storyline with the Mon Calamari that they're kind of betrayed by a previous Jedi Padawan, so to speak. Shows you how they really joined the Rebel fleet, initially with their cruisers that they have. And this one, pretty good battle scene. So they're kind of betrayed from like a internal Rebel. Not a spy, but just an internal Rebel Alliance person. At the very end, they kind of betray, and they start getting slaughtered by Darth Vader and the Imperial troopers, man, or the Imperial fleet. That kind of surprises them. Great stuff, man. So again, if you're into Star Wars, I highly suggest for y'all to go pick up the trades, at least. Give it a shot, see what if there's any storylines y'all enjoy out there. Alright, Infinity Countdown Champions. #2, I think this is only 2 of 2. So Thanos was, guest appearance, I guess, in that #1. Pretty cool stuff, between the current team of Avengers. They kind of had like a lineup change. What was it, like, I guess issue #21, with Snow Girl, I think her name is. But yeah, fighting here with alongside the team. Great battle, great action. In this one, there's like a huge change for Nova. So if you are a Sam Alexander Nova fan, check out this issue. There's like a huge, change for his character going forward. I won't reveal what it is, but again, if you're a Nova fan, check this one out. Astonishing XMen. So this is a brand new lineup change, really focusing on Havoc. So I guess through, what was it? I think it was Axis storyline, if I recall that one correctly, to where he basically became evil. So in I guess the previous story arc, he got rid of his evil side, somehow, some way. Got rid of that little metal plate that was over his face that made him look evil. He's good again, and he's looking to lead the team, trying to get back to the Charles Xavier dream. So he's building that team up again. You kind of see some of the teammates here on the cover. He doesn't pick up all of them here, and he kind of mentions some other teammates that are not on the cover. So, don't know if they, tell him no when when he approaches them and asks them to join the X-Men team again or not. But really enjoy this one. I've always liked Havoc. I really thought his powers were cool. Better than Cyclops, even though Cyclops is far more popular than Havoc. I really always enjoyed Havoc. So yeah, Astonishing X-Men, a brand new lineup change. Alright, staying on that mutant run, we have Weapon X. So this is yet like another, lineup change, so to speak. They have Omega Red, who's always, he was a Russian serial killer before he agreed to, I don't know if he agreed to it, but the government, got a hold of him and started altering his body and gave him that, those tentacles that he has. That I think it's like adamantium, like knockoff that the Russians came up with. But yeah. This one kind of deals like the closure of that one. It goes back to his boss, Omega Red's boss, who was kind of controlling him. This one kind of concludes that little storyline there, but nothing really ending. So at the very end of the last issue, you had like a little standoff between, was it not Thunderbird? I forgot what his name was. Thunderbird's brother, but he was going to go fight Sabretooth for leadership of the gang, and I really thought that was going to happen here. I guess it's going to happen in the next issue, so really looking forward more to the next issue than this one. This one's just okay, but Weapon X has been a pretty good action title so far, in my opinion. Alright, Immortal Hulk. So I read through that #1, really enjoyed it, really different, and I've never really read a lot of Hulk in the past, to tell you the truth. The first really ongoing series that I've really picked up, I've been reading Amadeus Cho in trade, and I really enjoy that character. I hope they don't totally get rid of him. I hear they're going to do something with him in Champions, on the next Champions that comes out. So hope that they don't totally get rid of him as being the Hulk now that this Hulk is here, so... We shall see what happens with Amadeus, but this Hulk here, the little change they do with a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, type approach, and this Hulk is completely dark, man. He's like, man, really evil. There's a little standoff. I forgot what this radioactive man's name was, but man, the Hulk literally just like rips him up at the very end, man. Pretty cool stuff, very sinister, very evil. So again, they went for like a horror, feel to the Hulk, and I really feel that they're really doing a great job executing that, from my opinion. So yeah, the Immortal Hulk, check it out. Okay, Hunt for Wolverine. Again, Wolverine is one of my most all-time favorite superheroes, ever. I started off with the X-Men. It was all about Wolverine for me, man. That guy was my absolute favorite. And it's actually the death of Wolverine is what brought me back into comics back in 2016. So this one is really Daredevil trying to figure out where's Logan. He has his little team here, but it's really just Daredevil, taking the charge. Finds out that this guy who sightings of Logan, it's not really Logan. He's a cyborg, part of the Reavers clan. I forgot what his storyline was, but originally created by the Reavers. Just an okay storyline. I would not really suggest to pick up any of the Hunt for Wolverine titles out there, in my opinion, right now. Wait for Wolverine to actually come back. But if you're looking to read just something else on the side with Wolverine, check it out. But and kind of a little bit, subpar, in my opinion. This one, however, the Avengers, man, I really enjoyed this one since they rebooted it. Jason Aaron completely knocking it out of the park, in my opinion. So this one here, you kind of have a little bit of a recap of what happened with the Avengers 1 million, I think, team is what it was called, or yeah, I think the Avengers BC 1 million team. Pretty cool stuff. So you have Odin's son and She-Hulk kind of going back to Odin, asking for advice of, how did you originally take out that original Celestial? Like, what did you do? How are we going to take out this new Celestial that's coming in, this dark evil Celestial? Odin's pretty much like, oh, dude, it's hopeless. There's nothing you could do. Just prepare to die. So, you know, not too much information here, but pretty good action, pretty good fighting so far. Highly suggest, you know, if you've enjoyed the Avengers, you know, in the past, man, this storyline when they rebooted, you know, really big and epic, you know, in my opinion. So yeah, check it out, Avengers number 4. All right, moving on to Image, we have Unnatural. So weird storyline. So I picked up, this was cover A. I picked up 2 of the cover Bs. Man, really interesting cover. Thought it was pretty cool. Picked up one for the speculation box and one for the PC. I'll probably throw this cover A in the speculation box as well. So this one's kind of weird, and let me see, there's like a lot of risque stuff here. You know, she's not really human, so I guess it's okay to show. But she has, you know, she's like in this weird animal world. You know, they're all kind of like half animals. And she has these weird dreams about like this wolf type of animal that she just has like sex with like non-stop, okay? So this thing's like a pure like animal, furry animal sex type of story. Apparently this is a reprinting. Originally this was printed in Italy. I'm not sure how long ago, how many years ago, but not too long ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Whoops, a little risque. Yep, a lot risque. So yeah, anyways, Unnatural, weird storyline. I don't think I'm going to pick up a number 2 on, to tell you the truth. Maybe check it out in trade, but I really picked it up for this cover B. You know, really thought it was pretty cool, pretty risque, but really enjoy it. So yeah, Unnatural. All right, next up from Image, we have The Last Siege. So I really love everything medieval, you know, Lord of the Rings type of style. This is more realistic though, however. So this one is really about this one fortress. This is still in the feudal type of system, I believe. And you have this one fortress, so really building up the siege battle that's about to occur. This one fortress has only 50 soldiers, I believe, and they're about to battle like 500 soldiers. So pretty cool fight scene coming up. This guy's basically going to reclaim his land, and this guy's like a complete badass, is, you know, what it kind of appears to be in the fight scenes. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. A big battle's right about to occur here. So yeah, The Last Siege. If you're into like the knights, warriors type of deal, check this one out. This is number 2. I think number 1's still up on the shelf. Right, another Image, we have The Highest House. Yet another like medieval type of you know, knights, but this one has magic. Really enjoy the storyline, really enjoy the art. This is a magazine size, so not sure, yep, can't get the entire thing in frame. But really enjoy the magazine size, enjoy this artwork, and love how they, you know, they really bring the artwork to the edge of all the pages. You know, you can't see the top, but just, you know, take my word on it. So anyways, really enjoy this storyline so far. You know, you had a big fight scene. This main character, Moth, he has, I guess, raised his status. He's not noble at this point in time, but he's had his slavery kind of revoked twice by his master. Really enjoyed. He also is falling in love with like the princess, you know, so to speak. She used to be pretty high up. She's been kind of knocked down a little bit, but really enjoy the little love storyline that kind of goes on the side. He's trying to save his sister with his sister's eyesight with this magic stone. Really enjoy this storyline. So again, if you are into the knights and the magic, check this one out. Highest House. I think it's like issue number 5. Moving on to Aftershock Dark Arc. Cullen Bunn, another writer that I really enjoy. A lot of his dark monster type of storylines, really enjoy. Sometimes he's like a slow burn type of writer, in my opinion. So I think I hear like a lot of complaints that you know, some of the storylines get a little bit slow. But I think it's just like his overall, you know, just big picture type of storytelling that he does. Anyways, really enjoy this one. This one kind of like a twist of Noah's Ark. You know, there was Noah's Ark, then there was like an evil ark. One had good animals, one had bad animals, or evil animals, and they all serve, they kind of, you know, explain here in this one issue, they all serve like this mother, like this one octopus squid looking thing that's been underneath Noah's Ark this entire time. They kind of reveal what this monster kind of looks like, but really, you know, building up that storyline, you know, far beyond what I really ever thought this would be, you know. So again, Cullen Bunn, great writer, really builds up that world. You know, whatever he's writing starts off small and it always gets larger and larger. So yeah, really enjoy Cullen Bunn, Dark Arc. Another Aftershock Jimmy's Bastards. Garth Ennis, love that writer, man. Just like, I love he has a lot of different genres that he writes. The genre that I enjoy is like his sick, twisted, perverted, adult, you know, sexy, risque type of storylines he does, like The Boys. The Boys is one of my most all-time favorite stories out there. So yeah, this one kind of followed suit with that The Boys type of feel to it. You have this, and this is, you know, kind of concludes the storyline here, but you have this British spy, and, you know, over all these decades of him, you know, running all these missions and screwing around with like all these women at the very end, you know, come to find out he had all these children, and he had one of his sons kind of, you know, he was as smart as his father, or maybe smarter. Evil mastermind. He devised this whole plan to get like all his kids against their father. This huge thing, you know. So pretty cool how the, you know, how that's the mastermind was really intricately laid out. You know, that plan overall. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed the sick humor, adult humor along here as well. So yeah, if you're into that, if you're into The Boys, check this one out. Jimmy's Bastards. All right, last up, we have from Dark Horse, only one, we have Sword Daughter. This is number 2. Really enjoyed that number 1. I passed it up originally. Then a lot of people said it was a great storyline, so I went back to go pick it up. Really enjoyed it. Regret not picking it up originally, but happy I went back to go read through it. This number 2, you know, followed suit. So at times the dialogue is very minimalistic, but the artwork really tells that storyline. You know, really enjoy that storyline. This is a realistic Viking world that they're really kind of building up this story that they're telling here. Really enjoy it. So again, another story of revenge, and as y'all know, you know, I love those revenge type of storylines. They're going after that one tribe who came in and just kind of slaughtered their entire tribe like 10 years ago actually. So yeah, again, really enjoy it. Enjoy that storyline, enjoy the action. So Sword Daughter. Guys, that's going to be it for this week's brand new haul. Again, happy 4th of July to everyone. I hear those fireworks still going off in the background here. Should you enjoy what you see here, please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.